It's time now for Futures in Focus. Oil is fluctuating ahead of key inventory data tomorrow. Let's go to Dan Deming of KKR Financial. He joins us now from the CME. Dan, which is the bigger factor in the crude market right now? The inventory data which we've got coming up, or the story surrounding Saudi Arabia?
Well, I think in the short term, the story surrounding Saudi Arabia, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. There's certainly a fair amount of attention there. And I mean, that's going to be a dynamic in the marketplace until that gets resolved. But I think when you look at the trends in the inventory numbers, they certainly have shown a build there. And the market's still trying to figure out, the short-term supply concerns with longer-term demand concerns. So, there's a dynamic here in the next couple of days. I think it's going to be an interesting dynamic for the oil markets to contend with.
Dan, we saw rates backing up a few weeks back. That certainly had a profound impact on other asset classes as well. Fed minutes are about to come out. We're going to get a sense of where everybody is. What are we going to learn? And we were kicking this around with the MLive team a little earlier on. Are the Fed minutes this week going to be market moving?
Yeah, I think there's a big potential for them to be market moving. I mean, because of the fact of the matter is now we've seen an equity sell-off, and the market's very focused on how the Fed is viewing, the equity portion of this type of event. So I think, you look at the minutes, is their trajectory going to continue the same? How are they going to vote in December? It looks like 12 out of 16 Fed officials are looking to raise in December. I think that's going to be something the market's going to focus on. Also, their liquidity provisions going into next year. How's that balance sheet going to play out? What are their expectations for the reduction in the balance sheet growing into 2019?